Friends, I would like you to join me in saying a prayer for my long-departed creaky chair. I've had you since nearly February, and now you're gone. I've replaced you with a superior office chair, so anyone who was annoyed by all those creaking sounds you heard coming from my mic, they are no more.
For now, anyways.
Until this chair starts to creak.
Exactly.
I used my holiday money to buy myself a new chair, and it's nice, and I'm happy.
There you go.
That's great. Full and good.
Yeah. Anyways, cue the roll call. We are live!
Zenkaiger! Connect.
Loading.
Broadcast.
Tempered Zeal! Bluecaster, Super Ichi!
Loud and impulsive. Greycaster. Late.
Illuminating the Tokuverse. Goldcaster Garza.
A spark of courage, the power of dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Broadcasting hundreds of opinions across the world!
Radio Sentai Castranger.
I forgot there was no extra. I forgot.
We just went over this! Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 371!
The episode Bag On, yeah! Choose are gonna get to Salaman soon. He's my favorite dragon Pokemon.
Episode
I'm so
Bag on These
sorry.
Nuts? Got him?
Ichi.
I've been watching too much Grubs!
Those jokes
looks
are
like he was
beneath you.
Honestly, Bagon's face makes it look like he just heard that joke and is reacting to it.
It's just like...
No, Ichi, as your best friend and knowing you for so long, I don't like hearing those jokes coming out of you.
You know what? You're right. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in
You're
myself.
better than
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm internet, cancel me. I'm done. That's it.
You know what though? To quote Bad Ben, God damn it.
God damn it.
Shit.
AF.
God damn
Fucking game.
it. Not your home? Well, I got news for you, buddy. This is my home.
I'm gonna record me kicking your ass.
Yes. Go watch Game Grumps playthrough of Bad Ben. It is incredible.
It is one of the
died for,
breakout indie franchises of probably years ago.
I died of laughter for like 10 minutes straight.
I've literally watched it 20 times. Okay,
That's
anyway.
awesome.
Anyway, let's get to something on point. If you're tuning in to our show for the first time, thank you for checking us out. We are a bag-on Sentai Toku enthusiast writer. I stumbled over that. We are a bag of Toku fans. We get together every week to talk about Rider, Sentai, and usually a third thing, but the third thing is Rider this time.
Yeah. It's actually like Revice 4.5. It's weird.
Something like that. Yeah, we're talking about Revice episode 17, Zenkaiger episode 42, and quote-unquote Kamen Rider Revice the movie, even though it's basically the length of an episode.
It's sort of like a trailer, actually.
You know what I'm going to call this? You know what I'm going to call this? I'm going to call this Kamen Rider Pre-Vice.
I was just about to say the pre-vice.
Well, yeah, Gar just said it was described as a theatrical episode. It's basically episode 4.5, he said.
Yeah.
Right, Gar?
And I realized my mic was muted for like 5 minutes.
Are you okay?
Wow.
Well, no, he was muted.
We'll
sorry,
never know.
No, I'm joking. I didn't actually say anything.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get into Revice.
News mode.
Oh yeah, news mode. I forgot.
News mode.
News mode.
First off, we got the announcement of the Zenkaiger character song album.
Ooh.
So we got the track list. Kaito's theme is For the First Time Banzai, which is probably Sekai Hatsu Banzai.
For the first time in forever.
That's what I was thinking too.
There will be robots. There'll be gears.
Oh, to answer Zyuran talking, Superhero Senki will be a feature topic in the next couple of weeks, but I did watch it and it was amazing.
Yeah, I'm cool. I need to watch it.
We'll get into that later.
Same.
The next, going through the track list, Zyuran Soul, Truly Yours, which is Gaon's theme, Nununu Majine, Because I Think About It, There Is a Dream, the Vroon theme,
What?
That's amazing. No, that sounds like something at the end of a fucking Progrise key. Because I think about it, there is a dream.
It does.
Let's feed it into the fucking James Speak engine.
I miss doing that.
Flag, a pirate's aesthetic. Gee, I wonder whose theme that is. And then Gold Sweeker, The Law of Pirates by the Gold Sweeker siblings, Flint, Tanner, and Ricky.
Oh my goodness.
I love that Truly Yours is like sounds like a love song to Kaido by
It fucking probably is.
Oh,
or just like
God.
to all humanity.
Yeah, I was thinking like a love song to like animals and stuff.
Album is 2,500 yen, releasing February 2nd, so it'll be out next month.
Yay.
Next, we previously talked about how Kamen Rider O's is getting a 10th anniversary Visa Next movie, and we recently got confirmation that the 4 other Greed are returning.
Yes, we got good old
Uva, Kazali, Mezul, and Gamel are all returning.
I don't know. I was trying to say Uva's name and I blanked completely on it.
Just thought about Uva Bowl.
But no, what I'm happy about is that Mezul's like grown up now, because I said when we watched O's when it first came out, like I said she was really cute, and like Ichi was like, dude, her actor's like 14. I was like, oh.
But it's okay now because she's legal.
She's 24 now. Ayo.
Wait, she's the same age as me when... What?
And look at all they've accomplished.
But yeah, I'm glad. Look at Kazuri. He's owning his outfit.
He just pulled some shit out of his closet.
Which one's Kazuri again?
The yellow one, the cat boy. Basically, Proto Gallon. Tell me I'm wrong.
Where's Dr. Maki?
He's evil Gaon.
He's dead. He got blown up in the last episode.
Oh, money!
He literally got stuck. He got sucked into a fucking black hole.
It's not stopping these guys from coming back.
Probably because their core metals were destroyed properly or something. I don't know. The only metals we're not seeing ever again are the dinosaur metals, because Butatera was destroyed.
You watch, they'll come back. They'll fucking find a way.
No, I'm so happy they have kept that continuity with everything with O's, that Butatera was destroyed.
Now, if only we could keep this continuity with Ryuki.
Yeah.
What continuity? That show couldn't agree on its own continuity while it was airing. It had 4 different endings.
Yeah, that's like all I know about them, except for the fact that like vaguely the plot, but like I know that it has.
Oh, that's cool.
Was that
Decker
them from,
posted a before and after photo.
Oh my god.
The reunion special.
When you get rid of that one emo friend.
Gamel just upgraded to a jacket.
I have jackets, so I am strong.
I like their color-coded chairs.
Yep. Oh yeah, that was the thing. They had those like drapes that they, anytime they were on screen, those drapes were somewhere in the shot.
Like I want to talk about episode 1 of O's on Castranger someday, because like that's my favorite first episode of a Rider.
We need to do that on someone's birthday.
So good. So good.
You know what? July 10th, Lane's birthday, talking about O's.
All those fucking people.
Put it on the schedule.
Put it in the pizza.
It's funny. I've been rewatching Power Rangers Turbo on YouTube since those episodes got aired, and just the other day I saw the one where the Rangers were all baked into a giant pizza.
Isn't Blue Centurion just great?
Yeah, and also Diva Talks losing her memory and working in the pizza parlor.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. If they ever come out with the Lightning Collection Diva Talks figure, she just has to come with the pizza apron.
Lane, this is Hasbro. They can barely give Rangers their signature weapons.
I'm so glad Bruno brought up the Phantom Ruby on the Phantom Ranger. I'm like, thank you. That's all I cared about.
I'm mopping the kitchen. There's pizzas in the oven, and you're yelling at me. What do you want me to do first, Mike? Mop?
Mike?
Yeah, Mad Mike's Pizza.
Where's that in the Boom Studio comics?
All right, moving on. We have the casting for Kamen Rider Nigo in the upcoming Shin Kamen Rider.
I think the bigger part of that news story is we're getting Kamen Rider Nego and Shin Kamen Rider.
Yeah, Nego's happening. Surprising, probably no people. Was it really that surprising?
Is anybody else really sad that we're not getting like cool trench coat Kamen Rider? I'm really sad about that.
Maybe they have it on at some point in the early parts of the movie, and then like when the real battle starts, they just like discard it dramatically.
A poster showed that pretty well, and I was really excited for it.
Yeah,
that's a drawing though.
I guess you're right.
But I want trench coat riders.
I also want. I love trench coats, capes, and I like fucking like tattered hooded cloaks.
Yeah,
so cool.
So the gentleman, the gentleman playing the new Hayato Ichimonji is Tasuku Imoto.
And he's taller than Ichigo.
Yes.
Why that's so funny.
I also just love it. So what are we gonna do with his design? Let's stick it to like the very first Nego design.
He's missing his red gloves and boots. That's how we're supposed to tell the difference between them.
He didn't have them until episode 72.
Oh wow.
Anyways, I like that you get when they're standing
because I've been watching 2 episodes of Rider every night.
Wow. I like that when you have them standing side by side, the differences in their helmets can really distinguish them.
Mm-hmm.
Watch us review this movie, and we're gonna finish it, and we're gonna be like, you know what? I'd rather watch the first than the next.
Just like, oh no, I mean, you did good with Cutie Honey. That was pretty cool.
Like Gar will love Shin Kamen Rider or whatever, the new movie, and we'll just shit on it and say that the first and next bear. He's just gonna give us the evil.
Don't do that.
No, Gar hates next.
Yes, the Batman and Robin of the Rider movieverse.
Love the next.
I do. How can you like the next? It's just
because a woman doing a concert got tripped over a thing of stairs and fell into a freaking electrical panel. I love to see that in more.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it was so awful what happened to that woman.
What?
Yeah, this woman got like tripped by these like 2 girls who were jealous of her. She fell off a flight of stairs and fell into an electrical panel and like electrocuted to death. It was awful.
Did she become like one of the villains or something?
She becomes a monster. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a pretty standard monster villain origin story.
He's like a super villain origin.
Go listen to our episodes talking about the first and the next. They're great. Those are good movies, man.
Yeah, I need to rewatch them.
Yeah, Drake is B3. He was awesome.
Yeah. All right. Our next story is something very interesting. Apparently, Masahiro Inoue, the portrayer of Kamen Rider Decade, has started his own tokusatsu project called Pink Tokusatsu.
That's great.
He needs to pay the alimony check somehow.
After making such a big deal about how Decade is magenta, not pink, now he's creating his own hero that is pink.
That's awesome.
Is that why?
Singer?
No, not the singer.
No.
Onole PK, though.
Apparently, this is also going to include other veteran rider actors like the guy who played Agito and Ryuki.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yes, Toshiki Kashu and Satoshi Matsuda.
Hey, man, I'll watch fucking anything Masahiro Inoue is in. He's a gem.
Kei Taguchi and Ken Takahashi of Garo fame will be the scriptwriter and hero designer.
Oh, apparently he directed an episode of the Garo show that he was in.
Cool. Yeah.
That's exciting.
So yeah, I'm excited. I want to see what this looks like. The concept image that we're seeing in this news story looks rad, if that is what the suit's going to be.
Yeah.
It looks like Exade and Cronus like mixed up.
Oh, okay.
All right, and Emily.
Sorry, I was just reading the interview. He actually does mention, I've done a lot of work on Kamen Rider and Garo, so I want to create something completely different. Decade is magenta, not pink. They are both totally different. The difference was why we set out to create something new. Pink.
It's different, so it's legally distinct.
I don't know how to tell you this, but we already had a pink Kamen Rider. His name was Kamen Rider Raya.
What about Exade?
Also Exade.
Also Exade.
This dude has hair that looks like Exade.
Legally just pink.
All right. Well, Emily, so you have information for the new Precure.
Okay. Right after last week, you expect always happens like right after the news. We actually did get the official announcement of Delicious Party Precure. Let me just quickly scroll here.
If you have a link that we can be looking at.
Yeah, there's a Twitter account that's like really good with news and stuff, but there's also like the whole Asahi website. But here we have our first key visual, Delicious Party Precure, officially confirmed.
Oh, the blue one looks adorable.
And these are our 3 new heroines.
Oh yeah, this is the one I saw. I saw someone talking about this because right at the top of this image, Magical Boy.
Yeah, people are saying that might be a character that that you see in another one of the things. But the name of it is Delicious Party Precure, and it it's another very heavily themed season with the theme of food and cooking.
I see a bunch of food-looking mascots around the image.
Yeah. The main characters are Yui Nagomi, or Nagomi, who is also Cure Precious, who is the pink cure. And apparently she's a relaxed, straightforward, and energetic second-year middle school student, an only child. She has an outstanding physical drive and gets hungry quickly, and she cherishes her grandmother's motto, "Food are smiles." And she lives at a set menu restaurant, and her favorite food is fresh vegetables.
There you go.
Cool.
Blue cure is Kokone Fua, aka Cure Spicy. Yeah, Cure Spicy is the blue cure.
Spicy! It's cold. As I've heard from Nest videos, it's cold spicy. That's how they describe toothpaste.
She lives at a fine restaurant, and her favorite foods are curry bread and heart-shaped bread. She's a fashionable, cool beauty who loves makeup and cute things, an only child, and she loves to be alone and doesn't speak much. And I actually forgot to say that their fairy partners are all based on carbohydrates.
But I thought carbs were the enemy.
I mean, they're staple foods, so it makes sense.
Okay.
Wow, Blue's design is amazing.
It's pretty good.
Then
the third is Ron Hanamichi, or Cure Yum Yum. Yes, that's her name.
Cure Yum Yum! That's incredible! Oh my god, that's great. I love it. I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
She's a second-year middle school student who loves to talk, who has a little sister and a little brother. She's very curious about food, and when she gets excited, she can't stop talking. And she posts on Curesta, which is their universe's version of Instagram.
Oh, so she's me. When I get too excited, I can't stop talking.
Yep, and
I hope there's a villain in this show named Yuck Yuck.
And her house is a ramen shop, so they're all actually like restaurant people. The 3 fairies are Kome Kome, the energy fairy of rice, who transforms into a rice ball and is Yui's mascot. Pam Pam is the energy fairy of bread, who's a dog who transforms into a sandwich and is Cure Spicy's partner. Oh. And Mem Mem is the energy fairy of noodles, who is a dragon and transforms into a bowl of presumably noodles.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's also this prince character named Rosemary who is looking for the legendary recipes, which is apparently what they're looking for. I think it's weird that there's...
Is that the male character's name, Rosemary?
No, there are 2 different male characters.
Oh.
This is Rosemary.
Oh.
But the other character, like the guy in the background on the poster, we don't know who he is, but this guy is almost certainly his civilian form.
That's probably him. I'm getting very strong Lee Showround vibes from him.
Yeah, I know. But the cool thing, the toy mascots are like popples, and they like turn inside out. And the weapon is the Kampai Party Glass, which is like a glass that turns into a gun.
I was gonna say I see them holding like chalices of some sort.
Yes. And the transformation device is finally, again, a bracelet.
Oh, that's
Heart
cool.
Cure Watch. It took them way too long, but they finally did it. It's the Heart Cure watch.
It looks like a Tamagotchi or virtual pet of some sort.
And that's the thing. It is, because there's something else that sort of came out, and it's that for some reason, Kome Kome, and only Kome Kome, the fox mascot, has a human form, and you raise her in the watch.
Oh, okay.
But only she seems to have one. I haven't seen any human forms of the other two mascots. And apparently the villains are phantom thieves who steal food.
Oh.
And I'm trying to find the picture of the one that we know who they are.
I thought we were in the era where phantom thieves were the good guys now.
Yeah, her name is Gentle. I know that's sort of a weird name.
Like Gentle Criminal from My Hero?
Yep. And this is her. I'm just gonna grab a picture. And she is a female villain with a already very Cure-like outfit.
Oh,
and conspicuous.
That design is amazing.
And conspicuously has purple hair, and purple is the standard of the 4 colors that's missing from this current set we have. So, the big question is the mid-season Cure going to be Kome Kome, or is it going to be Gentle?
She looks like Malshina's like baby sister.
She's got like some real Blue Mage vibes going on, particularly because of the blue mask.
Yeah, we don't know what the other villains look like yet, which is interesting because usually when they post the page, they have like a set of villains, but she's the only one listed. So, is she going to be working alone? Because that would be pretty interesting if she's the only one they're fighting.
These are some really interesting designs, I'll say.
Yeah, actually, interesting fact on that, I need to find the tweet about it. I'm a bit paraphrasing, and I know don't take anything I say at face value because it's like stuff I read. But apparently the character designer for this basically got into the industry to eventually design Precure, so...
Cool.
The fact that she's doing it now is amazing. Yeah, there's definitely someone that is her boss, but we don't know at all who that is. Like usually there's like 3 just like in Sentai and stuff, there's usually like 3 or 4 generals, but this is the only one we're seeing here, and I wonder what that means exactly. Like, is she going to be alone to start? I mean,
she's a rogue Precure on the run from the Precure police. I don't know.
If the villains are phantom thieves, it makes sense that like they'd probably be loaders. Yeah.
What's her? The other I'm wondering if the boy guy in the background who people are saying might be a magical boy is actually the other villain.
Could be.
Because he is in fact wearing a mask.
Yeah.
He looks grumpy.
Maybe him and the girl with the mask are working together. Maybe they're both phantom thieves.
Yeah.
Siblings.
And the little recipe fairy guys, there are toys that you can mix and match them, and you scan them on the watch, but I don't think we entirely know what they do yet.
Cool. Knowing what I know about virtual pet design, I imagine getting the toys of the other ones lets you unlock them in the virtual pet.
I'm pretty sure
that's how I would imagine.
Like, the virtual pet that you're raising is actually the fox girl. It's not the food things. I think you feed them to her.
If you can't unlock the actual pets, that seems like a missed opportunity. But, I have a lot of experience with digivices and things of that nature. It seems like that should be how it goes.
Yeah. This season's kind of like really more up my alley than it really should be because it's a food-themed pre-cure season where every cure has a mascot companion that appears to be important, and it's also got wrist-mounted transformation devices.
Yes, I understand.
This was made for you, Emily.
Yeah, I mean, it's a food pre-cure. I mean, a la mode was great too, and that was a dessert pre-cure. I'm curious though, because they have the 3 like main carbohydrate sort of groups covered, rice, bread, and noodles. If the 4th one is going to be like cake or potatoes, or if it's going to be something,
French fries.
or if it's going to be something completely left field, and she's going to be the one that represents desserts.
The Phantom Thief girl will meet her mascot later and then become the fourth cure.
I mean, that's all. Like, I can't. Here's the thing: she is so telegraphed as fourth cure that I can't tell if it's really that obvious or if they're really trying to throw
Or if
us
they're
off.
just faking you out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, too obvious.
Like the purple hair.
Yeah.
Like, they gave her purple hair and purple eyes, and the one that's always missing is purple, although I saw some people on Twitter saying they hope that if she becomes a cure, she'll be green, because people always hope a cure is green for some reason. Yeah, a dessert themed final form would be cool, but I'm guessing the final forms will be more like a banquet or something. Because we already had a dessert season, but on the other hand, we had a cure mermaid, and then we later had a cure who actually was a mermaid. So
yeah,
there are things like that, or cure princess, and then an entire season where they're all princesses. So it's not impossible that the fourth cure will be one who represents desserts.
The original ideas pool is starting to run a bit dry.
Because an easy way to do that would be, because it's like rice ball, sandwich, noodle bowl, and cake. Like, that just works. I think I like French fries too. French fries is a cool idea, but I think if they're gonna go with the obvious route, it's gonna be a dessert themed cure with their thing being cake. But I don't know. Like, we haven't even seen episode 1 yet. We probably shouldn't be guessing anything yet.
I'm gonna say this: when it comes out, I'm down to watch the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And I would really enjoy that also.
Yeah. Also, Ichi, you said freaking Zyuran, and that just reminded me of fucking Tsubasa Chronicle, whatever.
That's the character. It's the same character in that and in Cardcaptor. It's the same guy.
Kind of.
I remember my favorite character, Phi.
Oh yeah.
I love this dude.
You mean you mean totally not Julian?
Yeah.
Totally not Clow Reed again?
Oh man.
Anyway, that's the news.
I feel like I rambled a little bit, but yeah, I guess we just see how this goes. And
I can't wait to see Cure Yum Yum.
Yeah,
I love that name. That's fantastic.
They're also all based on Cure Precious is Japanese food, Cure Spicy is Western food, and Cure Yum Yum is Chinese food. So again, like
mascot.
So it's like Gaim all over again.
So desserts again sort of fits like as a fourth thing, because those are like the 3 main Japanese cuisines.
I know that does sound like it doesn't make sense, but I'm talking about like washaku, yoshaku, and chuka. I want
the 3.
I want a mascot that's just a pair of chicken balls. from Mandarin, please. Oh man. Absolutely. God, now I want Chinese food. God damn it.
I miss Mandarin so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, will she be? Oh, and the other one is like French, traditional French cuisine, which is often represented by desserts. So
it's like Gaim, the Japanese guy, the Western guy, the Chinese guy.
Also,
and the dessert guy. Yeah. There actually is the dessert guy.
Speaking of food, I also finally tried pizza pops for the first time in my life.
What did you think?
Oh my god, I hate myself for never having them before. They're
Bro,
delicious.
why do you think I love Pizza Pockets so damn much?
Yeah, no, so I'm gonna be eating pizza pops all the fucking
This
time
is
now.
only kind of speaking of food, but I also attempted to make meringues the other day.
Aw. Well, I'm very proud of you, Emily, for like attempting cooking. I know it's a hard thing to do, but you made turbo ones. Oh, that's adorable.
I did.
Way to go.
They actually turned out surprisingly good, but I think next time I'm not going to use so many eggs because there were so much meringue that I have like 1 million of them now.
Eggs.
All right.
Yeah, death by eggs.
Well, there you go, everyone. You can look forward to the new Precure season coming soon. But now, it's time for some Revice.
Okay.
All right, let me get this out of the way first. I've been bitching for them to update the opening, and they finally do, but there's still not a single shot of live demons or John.
No.
It's because the show's called Kamen Rider Revice, not Kamen Rider Revice Live Demons, Amazon's Super Ultra Mega Pack Awesome Rider.
I'm going to assume you're shit posting.
The opening. You should show other riders the opening.
They've updated the opening to show them in the bath, in their suits, and then to show off one shot of the new commander. That's it! Not a single shot of the supporting riders.
Anyways, this episode of Revice was freaking amazing. It
Yes.
slapped so hard. Like I thought it was good pacing, and we got every single character doing something, and like we got a scene with them each, which was nice. Apparently the dad's having back problems again, and you know, because he has no heart.
As we saw last time.
We'll never get that explained.
Oh yeah, so I wanted to talk really quick about that. So last week my theory was that like maybe his heart is inside the statue, but I also watching this episode and the other thing, let's keep in mind that every time we see Revice Henshin, there's a shot of his heart beating.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
What if the heart is inside Ikki, and maybe that's related to why he potentially doesn't exist, pertaining to why he gets erased from all these photos? Some shit's going on.
Wait. So was like Ikki like a fucking demon child that like his parents spawned, and then they actually had two real kids? Oh my god!
I don't know, but something's going on, and I can't wait to find out what.
His parents were deadmans.
Maybe that's what Daddy Ninja's like trying to investigate. Like, oh, is Ikki like real or not?
Is Ikki secretly a demon himself?
Oh my god, this could go into such heavy territory.
Yeah, I mean, we still don't have any explanation for the weird fading from photos.
This is gonna get dark.
No, I feel like the fading from the photos thing was for the crossover movie.
Oh no, it's in the series.
No, but I mean, like, it'll lead into the crossover movie.
But then why was it also in the movie special that we also watched?
The movie.
Because you got to tie this all back into the crossover movies.
I don't know. I don't think so.
So we get introduced to the director of Phoenix, Akaishi Hideo.
Now that Wakabayashi's gone, Hiromi gets promoted to commander, and now we meet the actual director of Phoenix. So
this guy's totally evil.
So he's totally evil.
Totally evil.
He and George are clearly conspiring something, but I'm willing to bet that George is just is like playing him.
Yeah, it would not be weird if
him and George gave each other a look, and it was on screen for like 2 seconds, and I was just like, you two are fucking up to something. I know it.
But I know that George is going to backstab him, whatever he's planning.
Oh yeah, no, George is smarter than that.
I have no idea what's going to happen next in this, and that's actually a really cool feeling.
Yeah.
Also, George in a scene later was drinking coffee with a Kamen Rider Kuga sleeve, and I was like, huh, what's a bastard?
Also, Love Cobb was tiny.
Yeah.
Yes, when she's not
plus sized.
When Sakura's not henshin, yeah, she's plus size. So.
Speaking of Sakura, she bailed on the creepy stairs from the end of the last week.
That's good.
Oh my God, I wasn't even thinking about that. I just realized they never followed up on that.
I was so pissed.
No, she didn't bail out of the stairs. She got down to the stairs only to just find more stairs.
My point is, she didn't find out what was all the way down there.
Good. I don't want her
to. That she'd have to climb more stairs that she just knows.
Well, no, she just realizes, like, wait, I'm supposed to be in the basement. How come there's another set of stairs?
It's a really deep basement.
It's a spaceship.
It's a basement of evil.
It's
the endless staircase from Mario 64.
Oh yeah, right. She doesn't have 120 Vice stamps yet to access it.
That's actually kind of amazing.
Get 25 stamps. Get your next rider free.
So 18 worlds, collect 120 stars, 150 in the DS version. Shut up.
So most of the feature of this episode was us learning Julio's backstory.
Yeah,
Julio. I thought it was Julio.
It's pronounced Julio.
It's Julio.
It's like the sort of Mexican theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So his real
Okay,
name
so-
is Tamaki Go, and he had a friend in high school who ripped up his totally not Blue Eyes White Dragon card.
Yosuke Okuda.
Yeah. I looked at those cards they were playing. Those are totally Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or at least something very, very similar.
I was thinking maybe Matt. Oh, actually, no. Now that I'm looking at it, yeah, they sort of do look like
The
Yu-Gi-Oh,
bottom
but-
parts totally look exactly like Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah, I can see the description and everything.
They even have attack and defense points.
So I think what they did was they just got someone to draw
A
like,
legally
new
distinct
monsters
card?
and then like printed them onto Yu-Gi-Oh cards they had.
Well, like the borders around them look different, and the back is different, but like the structure of the card and the bottom part where the description points are is exactly Julio. I like that.
It's time to machine.
So yeah, the school bullies tell his friend Yosuke to rip up his card, so he gets angry about being betrayed, and that's Julio's backstory.
In which let's all thank Gridman for defeating like Alexis Caliber, because heaven forbid.
Oh my god!
Wow, it's fucking art.
That's great.
Hold on, I gotta show this. That's hilarious.
That's great. Duelist Julio.
And that's from Karu Bobo on Twitter.
You know what's funny with his outfit too? I could totally see him like being someone Yugi fights in a duel.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem like if you didn't know,
It's
like,
not out of
you could
place.
think that's a Yu-Gi-Oh character.
You can't beat me in my Mexican themed deck.
Yeah, he just has a bunch of like Mexican cards.
Yeah, it's like that Beyblade.
I
in
was
that tournament
thinking of the
too.
dude from Beyblade.
With the dancer and the guitar. Oh my god, I love that. That's why season 1 of Beyblade will always be my favorite because I loved all the gimmick blades.
The stupid gimmicks.
Yeah, they were great. All stars, man.
So George pulls out this new Volcano stamp and a VR training program to get them up ready to use it, and I love that the VR training program was being controlled with a fucking PlayStation 4 controller.
No, it was a PS5 controller.
Was it?
Tell. Yep, it was a PS5 controller.
I don't know. It looked like a PS4 one. The PS5 ones have the pads on the PS5 ones are completely smooth, and it looked like that pad had like the dots on it.
I don't know. The D-pad looked like the one from the DS5. So
I don't know.
But yeah, no, I love he was just controlling replay, and then I loved that like at one point.
Someone pull up a screenshot of that controller.
George just smacks Vice on the ass when he's unconscious. I was like, what the fuck, George? But no, I really liked this because like he like so like Icky's upset that like they couldn't save the 3 other guys of Deadman's because he's like, oh, we need to find a way to like revert them back or whatever like that, and George is like, it's not really possible right now anywaes, and like
except for this thing I just invented.
Yeah, so he gives him the volcano stamp, and so basically they put him and Vice in this virtual training program. To use it, they have to like be perfectly in sync with each other, and I think that's fucking awesome.
We knew they were going to do something like this eventually, where they required them being in sync.
Reminded me a lot of in X-Men where they use that I forget what it's called though.
I don't remember.
Can anyone
I don't
remember
know.
that?
It's been a long time.
Training room in X-Men.
The danger room.
The danger room. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Also, then once they get into the fight, Vice gets all frozen and his tail snaps off.
His tail snaps off. And he's like, ah!
It's okay. It's okay though. They're immortal inside the virtual reality space, as they find out repeatedly.
Was that scene in the Cat in the Hat movie where he cuts his tail off and then it cuts to hang in there, baby?
Oh. But
so I now just want to make that poster, but with Vice as the.
My first thought when they beam into the VR training, because they didn't give us context before the first shot of them in the VR room, my first thought was, are they connected to Satellite Zaya? What's going on?
You just see Arto.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. I did like also that George isn't a horrible human being, and he's like, all right, time for an hour break, guys. And I was like, that's good.
Unless there's some sinister reason that he's making them take a break.
Just in time for the monster attack.
So yeah, so we can obviously see that with the power up, like Icky gets the fire ability, and then Vice gets the ice ability because fire and ice, you know.
Yes, I'm sorry if I'm being kind of rambly and weird tonight, but I have to say I think that this pretty much cements Buried Rex as my favorite Kamen Rider form of all time.
Really?
Revive buried or Vice buried?
No, the original one, the Revive one. I love them both. Like they're really cool together. But
yes, because they're ice power.
Yes, but I just really, really like Buried Rex.
Just get Vice. Vice has the ice ability. Vice ice.
Yeah, it's
Thank
fire
you,
and ice,
Ted. That is the joke.
I know.
The two of them, but just look, I know we already talked about it, but like the whole power up, the way that it works is a hatching egg, and then it's an egg on like being cooked, and the fire going under the egg when they combine it, and then it looks like when Vice transforms, it looks like an egg being fried in tempura.
And then like once the belt is done doing everything, it looks like the baby Rex is spewing the fire.
Yeah,
it's adorable. I love
yes.
It's just egg timer.
Yeah, it's like if it wasn't already awesome enough with Buried Rex, we now have the Volcano Rex, and man, they're great.
I have to say though, like the Vice's form, it looks so good on him.
I mean, Revice form looks so good on him. I seriously think it's like my favorite form of any Kamen Rider I've seen so far.
Like, I really hope that we get to see Buried Rex with like Vice's form as well. I'd like to see those two together because that'd be awesome.
And then Ice Breath.
The whole thing with volcano fire and buried ice is actually a really neat thing to do in combat, because anyone with basic knowledge of science and temperature will know that repeatedly heating and cooling something will break it down.
Ah, Jerry, good One Piece reference there. Yeah.
And speaking of Volcano, they get a new insert song.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
I did like in the Hisots, though, Revive makes like a flame tornado, and then Vice like freezes the tornado, like the monster in the tornado, which I have to say, this new, what was it called again?
What?
Like the new demon we got.
Oh, the Giftarian?
Yeah, the transformation.
Holy shit, that design's so good.
Well, even the transition from human to demon there, like if I had seen that at the age this show was meant for, I would have peed myself.
Also,
it's pretty intense.
I love these fucking cultists because like they get scattered and they all go back to like their normal lives, and just Olteka is just going like finding them all and going,
and
hey!
then they all willingly return to the Squid Game.
Yeah, they all come back. They're wearing their
because Olteka's the Squid Dead Man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and they just decide that they'd much rather be a part of a crazy monster demon cult than be part of society.
Oh yeah, the transformation of that woman into
that's what I was talking about. That
terrifying.
Was genuinely terrifying.
Yeah, so apparently this new class of dead man, the Giftarian, actually straight up consumes the human entirely. And I hate to make another FF14 comparison, but hello, blasphemies. It's the exact same. FF14's new story had monsters called blasphemies that when people despaired too hard, their ether was consumed entirely and they were not savable. You just had to kill the monster.
Also, I like that like the demon was just like, yes, she was delicious. Yum yum.
And she was delicious. That monster design was fucking rad. When they zoomed in, its helmet looked like it was made of brushed metal.
Oh, like it reminds me of something. I just can't remember what it reminds me of.
I think the shape of its helmet kind of reminded me a little bit of Hakaiser.
Maybe. No, I'm thinking of something else. I can't
Maybe.
remember.
Maybe the Joker undead.
That could be it.
So, and of course, Hiromi's like showing like his body weakening, and
George is still brushing it under the rug.
And also Hiromi's brushing it under the rug. He's like, I'm fine. But then Olteka is just like, something's up with him.
Olteka seems to be targeting him.
Yeah. That'd be cool if Hiromi went down like a dark path. Like he's dying and Olteka's like, I can help you if you join me. Wink, wink.
If you awaken your demons. I don't know.
Wind in your balls.
So one thing that I think could have improved the Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just thinking of it. If he does make a deal with the devil, does that truly make him an emissary from hell?
Yes.
Yes.
I get it. Spider-Man.
No, not Spider-Man. It's Japanese Spider-Man.
I said Spider-Man.
You don't say Spider-Man. No.
Anyway, one thing that I think could have made the episode a little bit more poignant with the whole the human is actually all the way dead thing is early in the episode they talk about how the Volcano Vice Stamp supposedly has the power to free humans from the demons without requiring specifically a rider kick, which is why they did try to use a non-rider kick Hisatsu on the Giftarian. But I think this is one of the very few instances where a flashback from earlier in the same episode would have been really poignant here. Because, like, the first time I watched it, my immediate comment was, well, of course you didn't save her, you didn't use a rider kick. Because I forgot that they said earlier in the episode the Volcano Stamp is supposed to have the ability to save them without requiring a rider kick. But what I think could have been a really well done edit in this episode is right as they're charging up the Hisatsu, we get a flashback of him saying that. And that like gives him the strength to, you know what, let's hit him with the big attack. It's not a rider kick, but it should still work. And then it makes it all the more poignant when it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have just been like a little voiceover, maybe.
Yeah, normally I'm very against flashbacks from earlier in the same episode, but I think this would have been one of the very few times where it would have been perfect to do so.
Also, Julio was confusing me because like Sakura brings the friend over and like she's like, "Oh, your friend talked to you," and then like he keeps like thinking about like the memories, but like their faces are all blurred out, so
because he doesn't want to remember it.
Okay, so it is him trying not
That's
to remember.
That's him, like, mentally scratching the memories out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because he really hates what happened, and that's why he went to Aguilera, and Aguilera squished his face and was like, "You want to join Deadman? Yes, please." I kind of want the thumbnail to see that like Julio's face being squished by fucking Aguilera's hands. I thought that was really funny.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. You bitch!
Oh my god, that got me.
Also, Julio's biggest pet peeve is he hates traitors.
Well, yeah, because of what happened to him. So now when Olteca betrayed them, he just goes off on him.
I don't give a fuck about Olteca. I think Aguilera and Julio are much more interesting. Olteca sucks.
We don't know Olteca's whole story yet. The other episode, he talked about wanting to make the world his. There's going to be some motivation behind it that we'll learn later. This was the Julio episode.
It was. I'm glad we got more about Julio. So
yeah, now we finally really know what his deal is instead of him just sort of being one of the dead men.
And what his hair actually looked like instead of that ugly bowl cut.
You know what'd be cool? You know how like we get like those little side story like hyper like with the Blu-rays or whatever like that? Mm-hmm. They should do like an Aguilera DVD special series where we go more into like her past.
Aguilera live on stage.
There you go. But yeah, no, this was a solid episode. So Revice, like, keep it up.
Yeah.
Really good. Good pacing. Really good pacing.
Next week, more Volcano, more Julio. That's all I could glean from the preview.
Yay. More George.
More George. More George the Jungle. That's all I got.
George. Yeah.
Anyways, take us in.
Shinji Senkai.
This is another episode where the entire premise is predicated on Japanese cultural references and language puns.
I mean, what I took most from this episode is that Zyuran is the best character in all of Zenkaiger.
Like we needed a reminder, but welcome anyways.
He had to carry everyone.
He is Sentai's daddy, and I'm okay calling him that.
Zenkai daddy!
Worded differently.
Yeah, Zenkai daddy, exactly.
So the idea is, well, first off, the obvious part, kotatsus are tables with heaters under them that you sit at to stay warm in the winter.
That's actually a really genius idea, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try one out.
I wouldn't mind trying. You know what that basically is? It's a hot tub, but not a hot tub.
Yeah, it's like a dry hot tub.
Dry hot tub. There you go.
I never thought of it that way before until you said it, but you're right. It's a kotatsu is a dry hot tub.
You know what? There's the episode name.
Dry hot tub?
Yeah.
You know what I need to watch finally? I've never seen it before.
I see you say Hot Tub Time Machine, I'm gonna...
Yeah. No, Hot Tub Time Machine.
God damn it.
Both of them. There's 2 movies.
No, they made a second one!
Yep.
Yes. It's very dumb.
Okay.
But isn't it sort of supposed to be like just silly and...
Yes.
Hot Tub Zenkai Machine.
No. Okay, so... Anyways,
it gets them hot.
First off, in the Chinese zodiac, I believe the new year is the year of the tiger, so that's part of why there were cats everywhere. But also, the Japanese word for to capture, which he was doing with his kotatsu capture beam, is toraeru, which has tora, which means tiger.
Decker, no.
And this was the episode where everyone became fucking Jellicle Cats.
And also, I mean, the other, I think maybe a part of it was also just cats like to lie on and under worm things and be lazy.
Sure.
Yeah, Blaze, be thankful you're not watching this show at all.
This is one of the skippable episodes.
Who's laying right beside the heater.
Yeah.
No, that they did not need to put CGI cat eyes on Kaido, please. Like, that was terrifying.
I just love that one of my notes.
Better shot than cats.
I just love that one of my notes earlier in the episode, like in the opening, they played cat noises, and I'm like, but why? I did not want the answer.
But yeah, so they all get like trapped under katatsus or katatsus, whatever. And so then Zyuran, as we found out earlier in the episode, that
he gets hot really easily because he's older, so he's got less efficient robot parts, and his body heats up real good.
So apparently,
that makes sense.
Before you turn into a cat, if you want to get out of the katatsu, then you can just get out, and then you're free to spell.
I just love
my mind just instantly went Kotetsu world.
Yeah.
Stop right there. Hi everyone, it's me, Taka.
They go through this whole episode without making one nekotatsu joke.
Yeah, also, that's the idea. It's a multi-layered cat pun. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, there's the terrifying frame there.
I have to say, freaking Gowon's, like, was the best out of all.
I'm like, why did he even change? He was already a cat!
Zyuran looks over to him, he's like, why do you have 4 ears now? Oh, just like Zyuran was not having fucking any of it. Apparently this was all Bari Shitara's idea.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, I figured, Lord Boko House, you could have like a menagerie of pets.
I was trying to make you a zoo of warm human cats.
And he was just like, I love that idea. Honestly, I gotta say, like, Bari Shitara's been like the smartest general in this whole show. He's just been kind of standing in the background watching everyone else fuck up and just keep his cool, and then he comes up with a pretty amazing plan.
I also just want to point out, like, they haven't changed out the generals this entire fucking show. The only thing that changed was Kaiser.
Yeah, Kaiser, and now he's gone.
I know it has nothing to do with most of the episode and we're skipping way ahead, but can we skip to the fact that at the very end we find out that we all called it, like, at the very beginning?
Oh, Gege taking over Stacy's body?
Just Gege doing something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gege's finally about to actually do shit.
But yeah, so Zyuran just goes around trying to, like, get everyone, and then he thinks, oh, maybe if I play our theme song and dance.
No, before that, he runs around to different stores trying to buy heated blankets.
No, he portable kotatsus.
Oh, my favorite part of the episode was that the monster fucking zapped Zox and the Tweakers before any of them even got out of their fucking ship.
No, because usually they think that they're immune to whatever happens because they're in their ship, but the
fucking
monster
no.
was just, oh, fuck you. I would have loved if the ship got fucking cat ears and stuff.
Just the
That would've
ship
been-
under a giant kotatsu.
Yes.
But
And
yeah,
then-
and then
Yeah.
Zyuran plays the fucking opening theme to get them to dance. I'm like, oh no, it's a ninja.
Hey,
That
man.
happened in a ninja?
Yeah,
Well,
something
yeah,
similar.
they played the ending theme a lot, which that's my favorite ending theme song in Sentai. So every time they played that ending, I was so happy.
I like that ending theme because Takaharu gets exploded into fireworks.
Yes, I still know that dance like off by heart.
Okay. Another part of the episode I imagine you liked is when they pulled out the Castranger gear.
Yes, they used the Power Ranger gear, which turned them into Patron Yugo, and they fired at them and combined them into one giant kotatsu.
And then they had the ship's anchor pick it up and did a giant flying kotatsu
should
drive
not have
by on
worked.
the monster.
That should not have worked. They should have.
I have no idea what to say that can't be said by just describing what actually happened.
This is another dumb thing.
And then no, but you know what? It was dumb, but I was having a blast with it.
Dumb in the best way, I think.
And then
Yeah,
they do the goddamn Kotatsu Henshin and roll call, including Zox dancing his feet under the fucking table.
It's hilarious. I loved it, man. This, like I said, if I have to describe Zenkaiger in one word, it's fucking creative.
That's 2 words.
It's creative. I love it.
That's a word for it.
So then they're like, oh, let's try out this new gear, and so then they summon Momo Brother or whatever the fuck
Don
his name is.
Momotaro of the Don Brothers. And Akira's his way onto the scene.
He's got this very strange sort of theatrical way of talking, which makes sense if he's like Momotaro, but I really like the peach on his head can actually capture monsters in it.
I liked how shiny it was on his head. It was like reflective. I really liked it.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm being weird.
No. But yeah, I can already tell by like his actions and the way he talks that he's going to be a very interesting Red, and I'm looking forward to seeing him.
He has big Geki Red energy.
Yeah. But honestly, Emily, I think you're right what you said last week, that I think that like their avatars, like they're just like digital projections of themselves.
Mm.
And
It
then
wasn't me.
all
It
five
wasn't
of
me
them,
who
like-
said that. I think it was you who said that.
No, I didn't say it. It was you who said that. Because you were like, oh, maybe because their name is Avataro, they have avatars.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did say that, Emily. I remember.
Oh, it was you, Gar?
Okay.
That was
Okay.
me.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
someone said it. We all share
Somebody
credit.
said it. Yeah.
But yeah, because I think it would make sense if all 5 of them were human and then they transformed into like that. Because like I think they could save more on CGI budget if they just have pink and black CGI in the Ranger
These
forms.
are all my OCs. Do not steal.
I still want Inu Brother to be voiced by Sonic.
Or Shadow.
Best thing ever. Sure. No, Shadow's Ichimaru. I don't like that.
I like him.
Nah, I don't want that.
So anyway, we get Don Zenkaiger, which I have to
pretty
admit
cool.
is kind of cool.
It's really neat. I like it a lot.
The leg buster where he fires guns out of his foot and then the Zenkai crash.
Where it's like cutting the peach open to release Momotaro.
Wait. Sonic's Japanese VA is a VTuber?
What the
my
fuck?
God.
Does
That's
he
amazing.
VTube as Sonic?
I don't think he could do that. Oh, does he? Amazing. That's great. Oh, what a great view. Hey, can you give
Yeah,
us
I love that video so much.
Can you give us a link to it, please?
Yeah.
I need
Let
to
me
see
see
it.
if I can find it. I think it's just called Sonic's English.
So anyway, because Zyuran is the greatest character in the show, everyone serves him when they get back to the shop. They massage him, they offer to wash his back, they keep the heater down.
No. Zox and Kaido were both offering to wash his back, and they were
That's so
fighting over it.
creepy.
I was like, that's weird. Yeah. Oh, what a great view.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's him saying the S word.
Yep. I watched all of Sonic X, so yes, that all happens.
Yeah, and then Ichi watched like the final episode in the English dub, and he was immensely pissed off with how they went in the direction they did.
Yeah, the sub's much better. And weirdly, Eggman has like the most developed character out of any incarnation of Robotnik or Eggman in the entire Sonic franchise.
So Sonic and Tails Japanese VAs are VTubers of themselves.
That's amazing.
That's incredible. I love that. I love it so much. But yeah, so this was a silly as fuck episode, but like I had so much fun. I loved it.
I'll admit I enjoyed laughing at how dumb it was.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's now Gege's in Stacy's body, and I hope Stacy's not gone forever.
She has become Gegesi.
Gegesi.
I don't know.
So next week, Gege tries to team up with the Zenkaigers as Stacy to kind of destroy them from within. Which that's pretty smart, actually.
And also Headwind World, the power of pinwheels.
Power pinwheels.
Yeah.
All right.
On to our featured topic.
Back to Revice. So this was a special that called itself a movie that aired before Revice in order to promote Revice, but canonically
they never call it Kamen Rider Revice the movie.
Well, the file that we downloaded said the movie
because it's from the Senki movie.
But so based on the stamps that we see in active use, it seems like this is after episode 4. But
Yeah,
also it also includes the scene of George unlocking the Revice system, though.
Episode 0.
So it's at 2 different parts of the timeline at once.
Yeah.
Also, my favorite thing that I liked in this episode was that we see Icky like use the Patera stamp and he like stamps it on Vice's chest, and then that's what turns him into like the hover bike.
Now we have actual confirmation that they can in fact be 2 different genomes at the same time. This is how it's done.
I'm very happy with that.
I want more of that. Why aren't they doing that more?
Because power-up forms.
Yeah.
I mean, this entire time, up until now, before Buried Rex, we could have been mixing and matching all the different genomes. Can you imagine what some mixed up remixes might look like?
Oh my god. Oh, but okay, we need to talk about the best thing, which was the Vice duck.
Oh my god! The giant rubber duck Vice was fucking terrifying!
It was amazing, and I'm glad to know Vice can like literally possess anything.
I kind of love this like dynamic that they posit, where these 2 people who are trying to foreclose on the bathhouse show up and get scared off by Vice possessing something. I wish that happened every fucking episode, and he just possessed a different thing every time. That would be hilarious. Complete missed opportunity.
Yo, premium Bandai Vice duck when?
I'll buy it. Release it. I'll buy it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Just the size of a regular duck.
Decker, yeah, there we go. There's the duck. It's so good.
I think that needs to be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Just the giant duck.
Oh,
Vice
man.
duck.
So we can tell that this is episode 4 around because this is when like Icky's kind of still like annoyed with Vice with how he is.
And also,
like,
Daiji's still bitter about not being Revice.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, he gave him the Megalodon stamp. He was just like, "You take my place."
Go on, fight in my place, brother. I'm not bitter at all. I'm totally not developing a demon.
Also, yes, we did get the debut of Megalodon Genome, which I gotta say was pretty good.
It was a very nice fight, very excellent use. They made a lot of good jokes. The combat was excellent. This is the best scene Megalodon Genome's ever had in the series.
I gotta say, though, I can see why they wouldn't have had this form debut in the series, because they needed that movie money.
Yeah.
They needed that movie budget.
Need that early bird budget.
It's also interesting that the dead man that they fight is the spider one.
Which I was thinking, isn't Hiromi the one that uses that
Yes.
stamp later?
Yeah, but it was like before the belt was
This was before the Demon's Driver happened.
Yeah.
Also, they fought in a water park.
Yeah, that place was cool.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Vice
how
going
many
down
of
the
those
slide.
indoor water parks does Japan have? Because I've seen them in like multiple shows now.
I love indoor water parks. They're so cool.
I want to go back to Great Wolf Lodge.
I'm jelly. I want to go to Great Wolf Lodge.
I've been there twice.
Lucky.
Hey, while you're on your way there, why don't you stop by my place?
We'll bring you along, Gar.
Castranger vacation.
That'd be great.
I think after this special, his cameo in Saber was next in continuity.
Sounds right.
A weird farting cameo.
Yeah.
What was that, Lane?
Oh, I was just saying. He was asking if there's an National Rubber Duck Day. I'm gonna see.
Which was yesterday.
Oh yeah, January 13th is National Rubber Ducky Day.
Weird.
Yay! I like rubber ducks. They're great.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
No, I remember.
I was thinking that.
I remember in Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets when we meet Ron Weasley's dad. Like he works in like the misuse of Muggle artifacts, and so he goes up to Harry. He just goes, "Tell me, Harry, what is the real function of a rubber duck?" And Harry's just like, doesn't know how to answer it. So,
yeah,
go buy a rubber duck, everyone.
It'll prevent your business from being foreclosed on.
I just remember there was a scene in Matrix Resurrections where Neo's just laying in a bathtub and he has a rubber duck on his head for some reason.
Yeah.
Hat tricks. Fuck off, movie. Hated that. So stupid. But yeah, so like basically this was just a very high budget episode of Revice, but I enjoyed it. The action was really, really, really good. So
it's a very good sampler of the relationship that these two have throughout the series.
Yeah, it's like also, yeah, I hated seeing them in the fucking bathtub.
Yeah, no,
it bothered me. I'm like, no,
they didn't need to be in the suits. Vice spawned on his own when Ikki stamped himself without the driver, so we know that Vice can spawn without them having to henshin.
No, but you
didn't know that at this point when it was released.
But you have to remember when he stamps himself and Vice comes out, Vice is free. He's not like.
Until Ikki puts the driver on.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, if he does that, Vice can just go and do whatever the fuck he wants.
Which means that if Vice starts to fuck off, then Ikki just puts the belt on, and that's it.
I gotta say, I'm tempted to get the figure arts of these two, because, like, I've been seeing, like, really good photos, and man, the quality on them is so good. Like, they look so great.
Bring them into the tub.
I really want to go swimming.
Yeah.
I want a rubber duck, honestly. I want to buy a rubber duck and just have it somewhere.
Rubber demon, you're the one.
No.
Scaring normies, so much fun. All right, anyways, that's the show.
Yeah, no, that was great. Good episode of Revice, good episode of Zenkaiger.
Yeah.
I love he actually stamps the rubber duck.
Yeah. And you can do that if you get a rubber ducky because you have that stamp.
Yeah, I do. I have 5 stamps.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing. Kikai, Radio Sentai Castranger. Have we not talked about Zenkaiger vs. Gavan yet?
Nope. And next week marks that movie's 10-year anniversary.
Jesus.
Yo, that's a good movie.
So I thought, what else is there to talk about?
I mean, we could be talking about Superhero Senki, but I guess that'll have to wait till the week after.
It makes more sense to talk about on January 28th.
Okay, fine.
What better way to celebrate Ishinomori's passing than talking about the Superhero Senki, the movie about him?
What better way of celebrating Ishinomori's passing than Gar's birthday?
Cool. All right, so as usual, primary source for hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook page, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, merch store, all our cool shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, and we'll see you next week.
Stay safe. Stay safe, everybody.
Yeah, stay safe.
Oh, and the joke that didn't make it into the last week's episode, stay Caesar.
Stay Toku.
Cool.